Hello, my name is Laura Hudson. Welcome to Introduction to Mass Communication. I'm excited to have you in this course and to work with you over the next 8 weeks as we dig into the mass communication industry, its history, the opportunities for work, the skills that you need, and just its effect on our society as well. This is a course that will just kind of introduce you to the whole field, and we will look at different industries for different weeks. Again, this is an accelerated course, so you will be doing double the work every week. So you'll have 2 chapters to read each week and a quiz to take and some weekly homework. So I wanted to take this opportunity just to get to know you, for you to get to know me and to go over the syllabus so that I can just let you know what's expected in this course. So I have taught at Rochester University for 21 years. My background is in public relations. I have a degree in mass communication with an emphasis on PR, and my master's degree is in journalism. I've worked for a trade magazine and mostly in PR types of positions in Oklahoma, California, Michigan, several different places here, including an ad agency where I was the head of PR and had my own PR writing business. I enjoy writing and editing, but I love teaching, and that's what I really have spent most of my working career doing. So I wanted to go over the syllabus with you just like we were in classroom together so that I could kind of let you know what to expect for the next 8 weeks. So you can download the syllabus from Moodle. Everything, of course, will be through Moodle, and I'm just going to go through it here so that we can look over it together. I've already told you about the course. It is a survey of the history, types, and uses of mass communication, and we talk about the discussion of and the role of and impact of media in society. Our university has EPIC learning goals. These are the 4 goals, the outcomes that we want all of our students to have when they graduate. And they are, EPIC stands for exploring, preparing, integrating, and calling. The ones that we'll touch on in this course are preparing. Students will acquire knowledge and develop skills to serve in their neighborhoods, organizations, and businesses. And integrating. Students will connect and apply knowledge and skills to their personal and professional lives. As the Department of Mass Communication, we also have learning outcomes that we want all of our graduates to have by the time they leave Rochester University with a degree. And so those are listed here. First, to understand and evaluate the historical and cultural forms of mass communication. With special focus on audience diversity and a faith perspective of communication practices. That fits our exploring for EPIC. Producing all forms of mass communication by applying functional area concepts and theories through writing, oral presentations, and digital technologies. That's preparing. Critically evaluating your own work and that of others for accuracy, fairness, and clarity. Applying professional ethical principles aligned to the First Amendment with special focus on the relationship between media ethics and a faith system. That's integrating. And students will develop an understanding of their intrinsic worth as people created by God for a purpose, with responsibility to reflect that to the community and as mass communication professionals. So that's kind of the broader outlook that you'll be doing in your time, your 4 years at Rochester University. For this specific course, there are course learning outcomes, and each of these outcomes is aligned to the assignments that you have in this course. When I get to the very last page of the syllabus, I will show that to you. There are 4 things that we want you to get out of this course is to understand and evaluate the major theories of mass communication, to know, understand, and explain the characteristics and functions of each of these media fields: internet, books, newspapers, magazines, recordings, radio, movies, TV, advertising, and PR. To examine the impact of media on individuals and society, especially when applying ethical values and Christian perspectives, and to examine the legal and ethical issues facing the media. So page 2, there is my photo. You'll see me online, but there you have it as well. And my title. My name is spelled Lora. When you're corresponding with me, I am happy and prefer that you call me Laura. You don't have to call me Professor Hudson or Mrs. Hudson. You can do whatever you want, but I am fine and actually prefer students to call me Laura. The best way to reach me is my email address, which is right here, lhudson@rc.edu. Calling my office is not the best way. I will have office hours, but that is not the best way to reach me, especially through the COVID-19. I'm not in the office as much, working mostly from home, unless I'm on campus I have a couple of in-class classes that will be happening if that goes off as planned. So there's my office hours that I will be in my office if I'm able to be there, depending upon the whole pandemic situation. This is the book that you need. It's also you should already have this. I also have a PDF that I am going to send to you. I'm recording this before I actually do that, so you will be getting that from me. One of our students found that, and anything that we can do to help our students financially, we try to do. This book is also on reserve in the Rochester Library on the main campus, where you can go and sit for 2 hours and read the chapters that you need to read, or make copies, or whatever you need to do for that. So this is Media Impact, an Introduction to Mass Media. It is an older edition. It's from 2015. We also have not adopted the newer editions because of, the financial cost involved in all of that. So this book is not very expensive because it is one of the older ones, and you should be able to even rent it or get a digital copy for not too much money. Okay, so the course requirements, I mentioned this already, but we'll be doing discussion forums each week, and some of those will be done via video. You will be answering the questions via video. Some will be written. So I'm going to, right here under discussion forums, let's read that together. Each week I will write a set of prompts that you will respond to in the discussion forum. One of the main complaints about online classes is that they are impersonal. To try to remedy that and to help us all see each other and hear from one another, you are required to videotape 4 of your initial forum posts. So this is when you're answering the questions, the first thing that you're posting each week, you'll be videotaping 4 of those. So details about whether the week's discussion is required as a video or written post, it will be on Moodle. For some of you, posting via video may seem intimidating, but there are really good benefits, especially in our field, to learning to use these technology tools so that we can engage in a more meaningful manner. So please view our discussion forums as stimulating or simulating a class discussion, as if we were all sitting together. So your initial answer is due each week by Tuesday. You do need to use your text or other sources, including your own observations and experiences to answer the questions. So each week, I will tell you on Moodle if you have to do it via video or written, and that initial post is due on Tuesdays of each week. So, and then you are also required to reply to at least one other classmate. I know some other teachers require you to have 2 replies. I'm only requiring 1. So you don't have to do 2 unless someone has said something that you want to engage with, and that's totally cool, totally great if you respond to more than one other student. We'd like for you to respond to one another and get to know each other at least as best as you can via video. Your responses do not have to be done via video at any time. They can always be written. Okay, next will be chapter quizzes. If you go back up here, you can see the point total. Chapter quizzes are a total of 400 points. You'll be doing those each week, 8 weeks. Each quiz is 50 points. And then you'll be doing weekly homework. So that's your total up there for the course requirements. Going down to the chapter quizzes. For the first week, you do chapter 1 and 2. Your quiz will be based on those 2 chapters. Each quiz is 50 points. You use your text, use the slides that I put on Moodle to answer your questions. You have unlimited time. So feel free to work through the quiz as you read the chapters. I've tried to put the questions in order. I can't guarantee that they're all in order. We all have kind of different, digital devices or whatever, but it's pretty close. So I want to ensure that you read the chapters. And so taking a quiz will reward you for that. They're not particularly difficult. It's just a matter of you doing it. I think you'll find our chapters are engaging. They're very visual and they're interesting to read. Quizzes are due on Thursday of each week. So the first thing you'll be doing each week is your discussion forum, then quiz, and then weekly homework. So the weekly homework is going to vary. Sometimes you'll write, sometimes you'll do a PowerPoint. As I said, it will vary. So it will be connected to your reading material. And so this is what we'll be sharing with me, what you've learned about your media use, the media use of others, the industry, how it affects society. So I'll be giving you, assignments and prompts for you to respond to. And support for your answers should be drawn from our text. When I say that, I want you to include a direct quote when appropriate in your discussion in your weekly forum and in your weekly homework. So use a quote from the textbook or refer to your textbook in all your material that you turn in. That is just especially valuable if you can relate your answer to the material that we are reading. So details about each assignment will be on Moodle, and each week's homework is due by Friday night. So there's a note here. For week 8, your homework is going to be to respond to some videos that are going to be on our Moodle page. The chair of our department, Dr. Cooper, has asked all the instructors who teach in our department to prepare just kind of an introductory video about themselves, their background, professional background, or a class that they teach, just so that you can get to know all the Mass Comm professors, the ones who teach in this department. So they shouldn't be very long, and really all I want you to do is read them or to watch them. You're going to be learning about our program and learning and hearing and meeting your instructors, and also learning more about the profession. So you'll be reflecting on those videos during week 8. So to earn the full 40 points for week 8, you'll need to watch all of the videos. So I recommend that you start watching them now and spread them throughout the 8-week session. Then you won't have to cram watching all the videos into 1 week. So that's why I had that on the syllabus, just as a, hey, this is going to be coming for you to do. And then these are standard institutional policies. I'm not going to read through this specifically. You can do that, but there's the Code of Academic Integrity about plagiarism and doing things ethically and honestly in all of your work. The attendance policy, basically for online classes, you need to participate. You need to participate in the discussion forum, take the quiz, and then you will be marked present for that week if you turn something in that week. And even if you don't do all the assignments, if you do one of them, at least you're not absent that week. The withdrawal date, if you need to withdraw, is Friday, October 2nd. Again, this is an accelerated class, so that is earlier than some of the full, the classes that go over the whole 16 weeks. Basis for evaluation will all be on Moodle. We do have some COVID-19 policies that you can look there. I have a link there that you can click on. If you need accommodations, here's information here about how to do that. Emergency guidelines. This is mostly for students that are on campus. If there was a campus lockdown or something, there's the information about that. We do have an ACE lab. I encourage you, it's free tutoring sessions. There's also 24/7 online tutoring support, lots of student resources. So check that out. Some students are like, I don't need a tutor. It's not about that. It's just about having maybe a second set of eyes read over something that you're turning in, or getting help with for another class if you're using APA style or something, for you to do that for another class. So you can see the information there as well. It's a great resource. The library offers all kinds of electronic, print, audiovisual materials that you can use. Student well-being, we at RU, we care a lot about our students and we really try to help you. So we have a student care team that if you have any challenges that you're facing in your life, we have some resources that we want to connect you to and to help you. So that information is there. And here's our mission statement. As the whole university, Rochester University prepares students to succeed professionally and personally as they serve in God's world. And then the last page of our syllabus is the course schedule. You'll see what is expected each week. And again, this will all be on Moodle as well. But for example, week 1, it's the dates, our topics for the week. We have 2 chapters, chapter 1 and chapter 2. This week you need to read the syllabus, which we've just reviewed together. Watch this video and read chapters 1 and 2. And then by Tuesday, you need to do your initial discussion post. It will be video this first week. Thursday, quiz 1 and a reply or response post is due. And by Friday, your homework is due for the week. Okay, so that's the syllabus. And it's important to know that I am available always and want to answer any questions. You can connect with me via email or send me a message through Moodle or email me and we can set up a time to have a Google Meet or Zoom to talk in person so that you can get your questions answered. But I'm here to help and I look forward to working with you I wanted to say semester, this 8 weeks in this course. Thanks.